Chloe, also known as Skydart, and I'm standing in front of Steven Spielberg right now with...
My name is Tom Gazage. I'm a producer on Project Spark.
Project Spark is kind of like the game that everybody's been chatting about for Xbox, and Reddit's been a little excited. They have a couple questions for you. Got the thread right here. Will the supposed Windows 8 version feature mod support?
So the whole thing is about modding. I mean, we're all about creating your own content. So you're building your own games, you're building your own worlds, and you're building all kinds of different things.
Will the game support cross-platform multiplayer?
We're not talking in detail about our multiplayer features, but we will have cross-platform abilities to share one world from one platform and download it on another platform, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Project Spark looks to be Microsoft's Little Big Planet. The creative possibilities are obviously infinite, but what options does Spark have that may surprise players?
So one thing that we have that's really awesome is the ability to actually have complete full 3D worlds. So you can go in and explore not just 2D games, but 3D games as well.
On Game Informer at the end of one of their articles, they said Microsoft says that the game will be free to play. The base frame will offer basically all of the creation tools, and players will be able to purchase packs that offer more objects and art styles. I haven't read that on any other articles, so I guess a confirmation on that would be nice. If it's free, will it be for every platform they release it on, such as PC and tablet?
Yep, that's correct. It's absolutely free to download, and you get a base set of content with it, and then we're going to have additional content packs that you can download as well.
Fantastic. There's a little bit more to this question. I'm sorry, it's a very long question. For the PC version, will you be able to mod the game, or will it feature its own scripting support? For example, in Arma, you can use the in-game scripting language for the modify what objects can do.
Yeah, so we have a whole scripting language built into the game itself, so you don't have to do anything extra to get that. We were inspired by the Microsoft research project called Kodu, and our language is very much the same. It has a when-do structure, so you write rules that say when this happens, do this, and you can combine a whole bunch of those together, yeah, to create really complex behaviors.
Obviously, with a game like Spark, player freedom and creativity are defining characteristics. What steps have you taken to ensure that players are given a rich and unique tool set while still facilitating an environment that fosters a wide range of creative possibilities? How do you reconcile a world that is deep and complex with player accessibility and ease of interaction? Wow, that's a good question.
That was a mouthful. All right, so I'll try to take that one on. So we do have an absolute challenge on our team of producing a world that is incredibly deep and rich, but also simple to use. And we think we've accomplished that by having many layers. So just to give you one example, you can drop in objects into the world and they have brains by default. So if I drop a goblin into the world, he knows he's my enemy. I drop my default character into the world, he knows how to work with that enemy. So I can then control that character to go over and fight the goblin. The goblin will fight me automatically. I don't have to do anything to make that all happen. But if I want to get in deeper into the game, we can use the scripting language that we talked about earlier. I can go in and read through the brain of that goblin. I can modify the goblin's brain, and I can make him do anything I want.
So, like, if you put the goblin in the world and you had your default character go over and hit the goblin, you could reroute the goblin to do something else when it gets hit, right?
Exactly. I can make the goblin do anything you want. I can make him explode, I can make him dance, whatever you want.
I was going to ask, like, you can make the goblin dance.
Absolutely. Awesome. I've had a lot of dancing goblins here today.
You know, I always dance when I get smacked, so that sounds really dirty. All right. So are you going to use the same model as GameFlow, where you have to buy everything that you might want to use separately, or if everything will be included in one price with DLC coming later?
So like we mentioned before, it's actually free to download. So you download the whole game and you get a base set of content with it, and then there's going to be additional content available that you can download later.
I did not read that one before I said it. Okay. What's the depth of customization available? We saw that the game can paint using broad strokes, but how deep? I mean, you kind of answered that question already. Do you have anything to add?
So you can pretty much customize everything about the world. You can paint using broad strokes, like they mentioned, using our biome tools, so you can paint an entire forest in one stroke, but then you can go down and control the minute details as well. So I can go down and find a single plant within that forest. I can move it, I can recolor it, I can rotate it, I can program a plant to follow after me. I can do anything I want.
That's insane. All right, I have one question for you.
All right.
As a Redditor myself.
Okay.
What are some Easter eggs that nobody else knows about this game?
I think one of the things that we all love about the game is the playfulness of our squirrel character. The squirrels are pretty small, so you normally don't notice some of the fun things that they do, but if you zoom in really close and look at the squirrel, he makes some of the funniest faces, and he has these little cute little animations that he does automatically by default. You don't have to make him do that. You just drop him in, he does his cool little animations.
I kind of want to make the squirrel a new meme.
Absolutely.
We can make the squirrel meme.
Go ahead.
Can we name the squirrel right now?
I don't know. What do you think? Let's ask the Reddit community what they think those squirrels should be named.
Really? So Reddit can name the squirrel?
I would love to hear what they think.
All right. right, Reddit, you get to name the squirrel. I want to hear what you guys want to name him. Write in the comments.